use the fire extinguisher. Go ahead and spray that on it. Like, we're not playing games. Anytime they're sparking, just unload the whole fire extinguisher. We'll get another one. They're 25 bucks. And he is, well, both of the fire extinguishers don't have pins in them. They've both been used.
It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. I haven't done a good job in our businesses of like teaching that, the decision-making stuff, the problem-solving stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like our leadership is pretty solid at it, but I haven't done a good job of like training them to teach their people, because I don't do it intentionally. I do it when it comes up, right? Yeah. So I've noticed that in my leadership styles. I do a lot of things when they come up, but I don't do as many things proactively as I should. So I don't have a strategy to implement that, but I have an idea that it needs to be thought of more.
Yeah.
And then and hopefully my awareness of my lack of doing it will create me doing it more.
Well, and to that 100%, like, we failed in a lot of ways this past month because people were not trained well enough. We put them with a seasoned tech and said, just show them the stuff instead of time with me and time with my ops manager and then going to it. So that was, the whole game of telephone. Like, by the fourth person that's trying to train somebody, they don't even know why or what they're supposed to be doing at that point. But yeah, like, it's one of those things too. Like, we had we were cleaning a house yesterday, and guys go to spray soap or whatever on the house, and all of a sudden there's sparks from underneath this deck for this HVAC unit. Like, totally a frayed wire. The HVAC unit was literally just installed a couple of days ago, which is pretty insane. Like, this frayed wire is like 3-4 feet away from it.
Oh, this is like fresh.
Yeah. I'm like, well, hey, did you use the fire extinguisher? Go ahead and spray that on it. Like, we're not playing games. Anytime they're sparking, just unload the whole fire extinguisher. We'll get another one. They're 25 bucks. And he is, well, both of the fire extinguishers don't have pins in them. They've both been used. Like, from previous, like, we had a electrical outlet that had, sparked or something like that. There was another thing. And it's like, okay, you know what? We have not made a policy that when you use a fire extinguisher, like, we need to make it that you fill out an incident report and that you replace the fire extinguisher with one that works. But like, part of that too is that's common sense. Like, if you use the fire extinguisher and you're supposed to have 2 on a truck, and then you use the second one, you should know that you have used both of them. And
it's a sure sign.
And clearly it's like, okay, so this isn't just like, hey, we haven't used it. It's been like 6 months. And all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, I forgot about those fires that happened 6 months ago. No, this is like this month.
Yeah, this just happened. This is fresh. This is super fresh.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, obviously the more you do, the more opportunities there are for things to go bad. You do 10 jobs, you only have 10 opportunities for something to go bad. You do 80 jobs, you got way more opportunities for stuff to go bad. So like, that's expected, but also we should be handling things in a better, more preventative way.
Yep. And I feel like all the stuff that falls into that realm is one of it falls into that realm of shit that somebody could have told you, but you wouldn't have done it until you screwed it up enough times yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Which there's a lot of shit where, like, and you've heard what to do or what to think or how to address, and it's just not a priority enough to like build the processes and policies for those sorts of things, because you're working on other stuff that's like slapping you in the face at the time. And then eventually, like, you build enough processes and policies so that you have now the time to address the other processes and policies where you're like, oh, son of a bitch, like, this keeps happening and we don't have a way to handle it besides every time it happens, Rob gets called or Dan gets called.
Yeah.
And eventually we get frustrated enough that, like, It's like, can somebody just develop a damn process that doesn't include give me a call?
Yeah.
Like this isn't rocket science. It's a simple solution.
Yeah.
Why do we have to keep solving this same damn problem?